Hello Capricorn, this is your new moon reading. I am using my own tarot cards, my medieval oracle card deck, and these energies in your spread, they might probably play out within the next 1 to 3 months. And we are starting your reading with the Queen, then comes the Mermaid, the Thief, the River, the Horse, and the Lute. And I feel like the Queen is not your own energy, and neither is the Mermaid, but I feel like the Thief is your energy, not in a negative way, not literally being a thief. This is you moving away or even moving out, especially because we have the River card next to it. It could also just be you going on to a long journey, even into a far country, even into another continent. We have some water here in the River and the Mermaid card, and I feel like the Queen and the Mermaid represent the energy of the same person. This is, those are two women, but also if you are a woman and this could represent a man in your life, it feels to me as if this, for many of you, could be about something romantic, but it doesn't have to be for everyone. There's another thing I'm getting here, like this could be some kind of job situation where the Queen and the Mermaid represent your boss, whether she's a woman or not. For some of you, this is a toxic person. For others of you, this person is not super nasty and toxic, but not at all compatible with you. And it could be that this was a very draining situation, very disappointing, very just not going anywhere, no matter how much effort you put into something or into, towards this person. It's just not, there's never a resolution. You will never be on the same level or the same wavelength. And we have some waves here in the ocean as well. The Mermaid in my deck, she can represent unrequited love, but it doesn't have to be romantic love. I also feel like she's a little bit arrogant. She has this jewel in her hand, bragging with it. Here I have it and you can't have it. As I said, for some of you, this is not an utterly toxic or mean or evil person. For some of you, it is. It's just not working out with this person. And you are leaving that behind. For just a few of you, don't panic. It's not a prediction. This could already have happened. Even this person threw you out in some way or chased you away. For most of you, you decide to leave this situation or person and go far away. We have the River card here. Yet the River card, what's wrong with me today? The River card, it gives me a very positive feeling. It looks so peaceful right now. There are no disturbances in the river. It could be that you're having a very smooth journey wherever you're going. There is no wind, everything is just still and beautiful, and might feel very good to finally get out of this situation. We have the Horse and the Lute here, and the Horse mainly represents friendship in my deck. And the Lute, of course, obviously can stand for music, but it can also just stand for entertainment, art. And it could be that this is what you're aiming at this moment when you got away from the situation. Could even be that you are traveling towards a friend that you haven't seen in a long time, that lives far away from you, or that you're even, traveling for a new job in music or some kind of entertainment with some colleague that you have a very friendly relationship with. The Horse sometimes also represents just a vehicle, because in the Middle Ages they didn't have cars, so their horse was their vehicle. It could be about that as well, especially next to the traveling card here. But that's not what I mainly feel. The first vibe I got was just this friendly feeling. you could also just decide to take some time out, go to a lot of concert, even follow your favorite band, or like when they are touring together with a friend, do some backpacking. And there's just strongly something about friendship and music here that will help you to forget this situation, to heal, and to find new inspiration. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. And I feel like this is, at the same time, this is your energy, but it's also someone else's energy. And the Magician can be a very ambivalent card in my deck. The Magician can be someone who quickly gets, I don't know how to say, some kind of sort of seduced or lured in by the wrong people. And the Magician has this natural talent, and the dark evil forces, they want to use this talent, so they have to manipulate the Magician. And I feel like the Magician sometimes can become a very nasty and dark person, but the Magician doesn't have to become this way. And I feel like the Magician, on one hand, because we have next to it the Mirror, it is some kind of self-realization that on this trip, maybe you might have this realization that you have some kind of these magician qualities, not the negative ones that I mentioned, but the Magician is a doer, and he has some skills that others don't have. So you will realize something about that within yourself. Maybe you might even find out that you have some kind of spiritual gift as well. Yet the Magician also in your reading gives me this a little bit nasty vibe, especially here together with the Queen and the Mermaid. Like, the Magician is not only your own energy, it is again this Queen and Mermaid energy. Like, all these three cards represent the same person somehow. So the Magician can misuse his power and gift, and he can be very cunning and manipulative in a negative way. So there's something, there's just this weird darkness that's inwoven into it. But with the Mirror, the Mirror, of course, it can represent in my deck several things, like just obviously something that has to do with our bodies, with our external physical appearances. But mostly it appears as some kind of self-reflection in a metaphoric sense, that you understand something about your inner movements. But I also, when I created this card, I thought of the Mirror in the Middle Ages, some kind of tool for spying. When you want to take a look at what's behind you, you pretend to look into the mirror and comb your hair, but actually you don't want to comb your hair, you just want to see what's going on behind you. Or you can use the mirror to look around the corner to it's just about spying. And could even be that this person will spy onto you after you left this situation behind, and it may make you realize something about this person. But don't worry, I'm not feeling anything dangerous here, like this person can harm you. I hope not. I don't feel it here in this reading, so you will be fine here with your traveling and your friends and entertainment. So I'm gonna put these oracle cards away, and then I'm gonna pull some lifestyle and health cards. And as I always say, this part is for fun. All the parts are for fun here. We never have to take tarot readings too literally, but especially here when it's regarding your physical health. Oh my God, I really have a speaking disorder today. So of course you do not rely onto this reading. If you have something that's bothering you physically, then please rather consult a doctor. So what do we have here? Those two were falling out. We have omega-3 and skin. So maybe this is something, maybe you have to check your omega-3 levels or change the kind of fat that you're putting into your body so that you get more healthy fat. And maybe during this time you might have some skin issues coming up that you have to be careful about. Or it's just saying that maybe some skin issues that you had for a long time might find healing during this time, or at least improve. We have sleep, nice, next to the skin card. So maybe this is some kind of reminder that you should take care that you are getting proper sleep. So that your skin can heal. Also, for those of you who are traveling, this could be something about jet lag, so that you're careful with that if you travel to another country. Next one is apple. The apple card is just a metaphor for health. You know, we have this saying, 1 apple a day keeps the doctor away. So it's just, you know, an indication, maybe something about your health. Health could improve, and or that you have to take a little bit more care of your physical health, especially if we are going through some horrible inner psychological and emotional turmoil, especially with this queen and, you know, this magician, queen and mermaid card, with this bit nasty person here who experienced something like that. Sometimes we don't care about our bodies enough anymore, and we sometimes even punish our bodies. So maybe the apple is also just speaking of that. Or, you know, if you don't have an apple energy, it could also just be a reminder that maybe apples are very good for you. And this one also fell out, the fruits card, just a reminder to have some fresh food. And also, you know, maybe some of you want to grow your own fruits if you have a garden and the proper area to do this. Make sure you're eating enough vitamins. This is like, you know, these two cards together, apple and fruits. Just a reminder to watch your nutrition and take care that you have enough vitamins. Fracture. So the fracture card, I mean, could mean that if you had a fracture, that maybe during this time it might heal a little bit faster. If you're traveling, or if you're, I don't know, visiting heavy metal concerts and you're just jumping around there, just be careful. Make sure you're not getting a fracture. Also, the fracture card is, or can just be, a metaphor for something ending abruptly. And, you know, this is you leaving a person or situation here as the thief. So it could just be representing that. At the bottom of the deck, we have eyes. So mostly I take this card very literally as some issues with your eyes that could come up or get healed during this time. But I don't know, I mainly feel this time when I pulled it for you and your spread here that this card is a metaphor for the eyes as something that is very pervasive in a spiritual way or in a psychological way as well, that you learn to see through certain things here. So this is it so far. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.